EGM Network.
Honestly, without Treasure Coast Community Health, I think we'd be a much poorer community in terms of our health. We're always striving to fill the gap for everyone in the community, rich or poor.
Good afternoon and welcome to Community Conversations. I'm so glad to be here again this week because we always have great guests. But in this particular case, oops, where'd that frog come from? This is an organization this week that's here with us that goes way back and actually have been great community partners. You're probably trying to figure out who can that be? United Against Poverty. So welcome, Jane and Jackie.
Hi,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we know that you do a lot of wonderful work for a lot of our patients. We have healthcare for all, but we take special pride and consideration of those that might be low income, trying to make their lives easier so that healthcare remains a higher priority than 12th place. And you guys help an awful lot with that. And we'll talk about some of those programs and things that you have. But programs for a nonprofit like United Against Poverty are always supported by fundraisers. And you've got one coming up.
We sure do. 10th Annual Burgers and Brews.
10th already.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, Jackie, is it going to be in the same place?
It is Riverside Park in the Oaks area, so we get a little bit of shade.
Yes. A little bit of breeze, maybe?
Hopefully.
If we're lucky.
And not too much rain.
Yes. So, days and hours. What
It is Saturday, June 28th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
So, good part of the day.
Like Jane says, hopefully not too much rain.
Hopefully
but you
not.
can never tell in the summer.
Well, that's why we changed the hours last year. We used to have it later in the day and go till 7. But we realized that time of the year, by 5 o'clock is when the rain is hitting. So we changed it. It's 11 to 4 so we can be packed up and out of there before the showers hit.
Well, and it's great because then you have fresh burgers for lunch.
Absolutely.
And not everybody eats at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's awesome. So are you going to have a wonderful lineup of things to do besides eat and drink?
Absolutely. We have live music by Carl Owens and Whiskey Trip.
Oh.
We have over 70 vendors. We have a kid zone for the kids' games. We have adult games. A real good time. We have a car show that's going to be, we usually bring in about 30 classic cars.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that you're going to have some tents up.
Oh, yeah.
For people to find protection if we get a little thunderburst come through and out again?
There's usually a lot of tents with the vendors and things. And there is a VIP tent that you can purchase tickets for.
That's my favorite.
Yes, which is, it's $150 for the VIP experience. And that includes an air-cooled tent, air-conditioned bathrooms. You get your punch card for the burger competition, and you get the brewery tasting. And we'll have Wild Time catering inside of the VIP tent as well. So
very nice.
And the tickets sell out every year. So if you want a VIP ticket, I would get one soon.
And so how would they do that?
They go to our website, burgersandbrews.org, and there's a ticket button right up there.
Okay.
Or they can find it on Eventbrite, but burgersandbrews.org is the easiest.
.org. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited already. So I haven't been in a couple of years. So you talked about some tastings, Jane.
Mm-hmm.
How is that going to work? Because every organization that does something over at the park does something slightly different.
Yes.
So,
well, we sell a slider. The general admission is absolutely free, but we sell slider tasting cards. Okay. So if you purchase one, you can purchase it for $25 in advance, $30 the day of. You get a little card that you can go around to the participating burger competitors and try your slider. You get 5 sliders with one card.
Oh, okay.
We also have the brewery one, a little brewery card where you can go around to 10 local breweries and choose. We got 10 options with one card, and a spritz, which is new this year.
Yeah. So we'll have...
when I think of spritz, I think of like hairspray spritz. So explain.
Like
I'm sure
it's not that. It's like a mixed drink.
Vodka lemonade, I believe, was one.
And transfusion is going to be the other one.
So if you're not a beer lover, you still have a way to quench your thirst.
Yes. and it is 10 tastings. So you get a little branded cup that you can go and pick your breweries with. And then there's also a combo card. And
Combo
you're
is
the better one with the numbers.
$40 in advance for the combo, $50 a day of.
Now that sounds like a great deal.
It includes everything.
Yeah.
Your burgers and your brews.
Yeah. And again, can they get those online or they have to wait for a day of?
They can get it online. It's a little cheaper that way at burgersandbrews.org, or they can purchase the day of. We'll have some available.
And of course, we are promoting this as a family-friendly thing with the kids' activities.
Sure.
So will you have food trucks so the kids can get water or soda or something
And
that's
ice
not
cream.
alcoholic?
Sure. Ice cream, Kona ice. There'll be barbecue and other foods if people choose not to do the burgers. Sure.
Okay. Great. Wow. So the kids area, what's going to be at it since we're talking about kids?
I know we have the miniature golf.
A little putt-putt golf area. We've got a big, huge Connect Four. We have cornhole. There'd be 2 cornhole sets out there. And it's kind of like beer pong, but it's not. There's no beer involved, but it's these big cups, huge cups.
Okay.
That like kind of mimics the game, but on a much grander scale. And then we have a couple of just like little carnival style games. So just an area for the kids to hang out, have
no
fun.
big bounce house.
No bounce houses,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Well, no.
Insurance concerns have made that a thing of the past for us, but lots of great stuff for the kids to do. And a lot of the vendors are going to have things for kids to do as well.
That's awesome. Because again, grown-ups like to come out and taste and test and all of that stuff, but it's pretty expensive to leave your kids with a sitter.
Absolutely. And that's also one of the reasons why general admission is free. So, the live music, Carl Owens and Whiskey Trip is kind of like a country rock sound. There's a big area there. Please feel free to bring your lawn chairs with you, your beach chairs, and bring the whole family because you don't have to pay, $20 a person just to get in.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so let's talk a little bit about the programs that this supports.
Sure. So United Against Poverty, our main program where we've started was member share grocery program. So for working class families, people that are making 200% of the poverty level and below, which is about $65,000 for a family of 4, we get food donated and we also purchase in bulk to make sure that we have a good blend. And whereas what you would spend in a traditional grocery store, for us, we try and keep the handling fees at about 33 cents on the dollar. So really a great way for families to stretch that food budget, especially right now when we know the cost of food has just skyrocketed.
Absolutely.
And then
what do they have to do to be a member?
Bring your ID up to the front desk. There's a form that you fill out. You self-attest to what your income is, and it's a free membership. That's it.
Do you have to be an Indian River County resident?
No. Absolutely not, because we do have locations in multiple counties. We have a lot of people even that come down from Brevard County to utilize the program. So for member share grocery program, you do not have to be a resident. It's just the income qualifier.
Okay.
And as well, one of the newer things we did this year, if you work for the school district, there is no income qualifier. So teachers, support staff, anyone that works at the school district, because we know they're coming out of their own pocket and taking care of these kids. So we really wanted to give them access. And as well, any college student automatically qualifies. You bring your school ID, it's an automatic membership.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Poverty and food. What a combination.
And right now in Indian River County, there's that great study by United Way, the ALICE population, asset limited, income constrained, but employed. So again, working class, we know over 50% of Indian River County is struggling to, working hard, but struggling to pay all those bills. So member share grocery program is a great way to put almost 70% of that food budget right back into your family budget.
And do I recall that there's like a $10 annual fee to be a member?
No, absolutely not. No, it is a free membership.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that program has really kind of organically led into our second program, which is our crisis stabilization program. Because for a lot of families, if you're experiencing food insecurity, chances are you're probably going through some other things. So our crisis department keeps track of all the amazing resources. I mean, Indian River County has so many amazing resources and nonprofits. So we keep track of everything, and anyone that's dealing with a situation, whether it's substance misuse, my rent went up and I can't afford it, and whatever it might be, you can come in and sit down and we really take a look at what your unique individual situation is and then help connect you to the resources in the community that you qualify for. And as often as possible, we make a warm handoff, like with Treasure Coast Community Health.
Right
We can walk them right down the hall, and help them get set up with home health care. So the crisis stabilization program, we've had to hire more staff because the need has grown so much.
Is that by appointment, Jane?
No, absolutely not. Walk in.
Okay.
You can come in anytime, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, although I will encourage you to try and get there by 3:30 so that we have time to sit down with you. But no, if you're in crisis, please just come in and see us, and we will do anything that we can to help you.
As I've heard over and over and over again. So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
So.
But of course, our kind of capstone program, and I think, what for us became, how do we not just help people be comfortable in poverty, but help them get out of poverty? And increasing your income is the best way to do it. So we have our STEP program. It stands for Success Training Employment Program. It's an absolutely free class. It's a 4-week in-person during phase 1. So from Monday through Friday, you're there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Half the class focuses on emotional intelligence. Who am I? What do I want to be when I grow up? How do I interact with the people around me? Really just some of those soft skills that may be innate for some of us, but learning how to name them and claim them, I think is a good way to say that. And then the other half of the class is really about job acquisition and workforce skills, making sure that your resume is going to stand out in a stack. In a
nice way.
Yes, in a good way. Not the ones that get tossed,
right.
But the ones that get put to the top of the pile. Making sure that you're dressed for success. We have a career closet, which people can donate any business and professional attire to. And we make sure that they get in there and that they have everything they need to show up for an interview and to show up for work. And then we also make sure that you know how to ace the interview. So we do all kind of interview prep. We do a really fun thing called speed interviewing, where we bring in the employers on week 3, and you get to go from table to table and really work out the nerves and oftentimes get get hired right from that event. And then even once you graduate, we're not done with you. You get to work with our workforce development specialist, who works with our local employers to find out what they're looking for. And then we'll work with you as an individual to see what are your skills. I had worked in restaurants forever and ever. There's a lot of transferable skills there. So really helping connect you with not just a job, but a career, So it's not just if you're unemployed, if you're underemployed and you want to get into something better, the STEP program is also for you. And then you get a success coach for a year. So someone that can help you work on your personal goals, your financial goals. Do I want to go back to school? How do I get my credit straight? All of those things. For a year, you get a free success coach to work with you.
And I hate to cut you off, but we're going to take a short word from our sponsors.
Perfect spot.
Perfect timing. And we'll be back in a few minutes, but listen to what is coming up next. Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, bedroom groups in the latest styles and colors from Four Seasons, Braxton Color, Riverside, Hooker, Capri, Tommy Bahama, and more. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have anything you need for your outdoor living from Lloyd Flanders, Kingsley Bate, Brown Jordan, and Woodard, including a gallery of maintenance-free furniture from Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. Right now, during our summer savings event, we have lots of great half-price specials, including 50% off on all in-stock Universal Coastal Living collections. And all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street that is filled with name brand closeouts. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. We're hoping that you're enjoying our sequence today with Jane and Jackie from United Against Poverty. But if you're just joining us, you probably know that each week I come before you with individuals from our community. Some are health-related, some are tangentially health-related, and some are just about the fine work that our nonprofits do to make this wonderful community what it is. And so Jane and Jackie are representing a little bit of all of that. Jane walked us through what they do at United Against Poverty, from the member shared grocery, which is all about good nutrition and healthy lifestyles, to the crisis department and how free resources are there in case you don't know anybody in town and are having a tough time with something unexpected or something that unfortunately was expected, but you still didn't know how to deal with.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the STEP program that they have, the Success Training for Employment program.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it.
Yes.
But all of those programs have to run in a nonprofit with fundraising of some kind, whether it's individual donors or community activities. And they have one coming up. So I'm going to turn it back over to Jackie to tell us more about Burgers and Brew on June 28th from 11 to 4.
Yes.
You got it.
I'm working my
At
memory
Riverside.
skills. At Riverside.
You're doing good. That's impressive. A big part of Burgers and Brews is our burger competition, which we couldn't do without our judges. We usually have a 3-judge panel. And this year, for 2025, we have Athena Barton. She is the general manager
The head chef.
at Green Marlin. We have Chef Eddie Hunter. He owns Hunter Seafood. And Commissioner Susan Adams, who is also an owner of Marsh Bistro and Marsh Landing. So they all come from a foodie background, and we're really excited to have them.
And who are the contestants in this? Is it local restaurants?
All local restaurants. This year we have the Garden Cafe, which is located at McKee Gardens. We have the Cabana Bar at Costa de Este.
Okay.
We have Heaton's of Vero Beach. They often win.
I've heard that name before.
Yes, they either win for People's Choice or for
Judge's Choice.
Judge's Choice.
Okay.
We have Twisted Lime. Savor's Grill House, which I believe is a new restaurant at C.W. Willis, I believe, and a classic, Waldo's Restaurant.
So plenty to choose from, and all very, very credible.
With the good news is you really don't have to choose. With the slider punch card, you get to try 5. So unfortunately, one will be left out, but you got to try and choose your 5.
Or you get 2 punch cards, and then you can go back for your favorites.
Exactly. And then you also have 2 votes. Each slider punch card gets you a vote for People's Choice Award. So
okay, very good. So I'm sure that you have other people that have really stepped up in terms of sponsorships of this.
We do. I definitely want to say special thanks to Napa Auto. They are a presenting sponsor. And we have some good ones. Treasure Coast Women's Club, Exchange Club, and Gotta Go Green sponsored our Kids Zone. We have Palmdale Propane sponsoring our burger competition.
Very nice.
So we have some wonderful community partners that have come together to help us make this a success.
And of course, we could not do it without all of the volunteers who come out and help the day of. And if you're interested in volunteering, pretty please reach out. It's, there's a lot of moving parts because of all the things that we do. And we get such amazing support from the community. So we really appreciate it.
So would they sign up to be a volunteer on your website ahead of time?
You can absolutely go to unitedagainstpoverty.org. Just go to the Indian River location. And if you want to volunteer, there's a sign-up sheet there. or you can also go to burgersandbrews.org and get more information about the event. And also our contact information is on there, so that if you want to volunteer, if you're interested in being a vendor, we still have space for more vendors. If you're interested in bringing out your car to the car show, you can learn all about it there.
So we've got just a few minutes left. So I like to give guests the opportunity to talk about anything that we haven't covered yet. Anything come to mind?
I think that we've done great, but I want to just say thank you to you, Vicki, for having this platform for the nonprofits, for everything that you do in this community. It's always a pleasure when we get invited on.
Well, certainly our board of directors is a key reason that I'm able to be here. They don't micromanage me, but dollars and cents runs every organization.
Yes.
And we absorb the cost of this for Treasure Coast. And so without our wonderful board of directors guiding our way, I wouldn't be here either. But they believe in collaboration and doing things for those that need it the most. And so thank you, Jane. Appreciate it.
And, that actually brings to mind, even if you're a nonprofit, we do have a nonprofit vendor fee that is lower than it is, of course, for the for-profit vendors. So if you're a nonprofit and you want to come join us, hang out for the day, let the community know about what you're doing, again, burgersandbrews.org, you can get all the information there.
It's a great idea. So what are you going to do after the Burgers and Brews are done?
Oh, I'm going to relax and air condition for a few days. It's my favorite time of the year. Once we have a successful event and
The
you
next
get a few
one's
days
not till
down.
the turkey trot?
Turkey trot is next.
Okay.
Yes. I have to say, Turkey Trot doesn't have as many moving parts, and we've been doing that one almost 20 years now. So it's kind of like a well-oiled machine. And, it's become such a tradition in the community. I think it's not as
Intense.
hectic.
Yeah.
Intense. That's the word. That's the word.
And
I
it
was looking for
probably, after 20 years, boosts your bottom line a little bit more than Burgers and Brews does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just not as much heavy lifting, just for us staff-wise. But it's such a good morning. But Burgers and Brews, we love Burgers and Brews too. It's just a lot more moving parts to keep track of.
It's hard to ignore food and compare it to running. I'm sorry. my little pooch is starting to say you should be walking at least, not.
Well, and don't forget,
sitting.
you get the sweet potato pancake breakfast and sausage and juice, which
there
is
you
usually
go.
Natalie's Orchid Island donates.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we feed you too. If you feed them, they will come.
That is the God's truth. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here today. And again, if you're interested, they have 2 websites, at least for a while, for Burgers and Brew, as well as United Against Poverty. So look them up. They're a great group of people doing good work in our community. So thank you much.
Thank you. Vicki.
And I'll be here next week. So dial in again at 4:30 on Saturday and listen to other things that are going on. And have a good evening. Take care now.